Welcome to Matt Riley Bakes. Today's recipe is a beauty. It's this tear and share bread. It's really easy to tear, but you're not going to want to share it. I've gone for red onion and Gruyere. Look at that beauty. To start with, I've got the strong white bread flour in the mixer. I'm going to be using a dough hook to mix mine. If you haven't got a dough hook, you can do it by hand. Probably take about 10 minutes. It'll take about 5 minutes in this. To that, I'm having 7 grams of fast-acting yeast. To this, you want to add a pinch of sugar and 2 teaspoons of salt. You want to keep the salt away from the yeast because it can stop it working. Next up, you want to add your water. Start with half at first and then carry on once you've mixed it for a bit. Okay, so that's been in there for about 5 minutes. It's looking nice and smooth. Just like the pretzels, I always like to take it out and give it the last couple of minutes of kneading by hand. What you're looking for is a really smooth dough that when you stretch it, you can see light through it. So when you're kneading bread, you want to be pushing it away from you and pulling it back. You're strengthening the gluten strand, which makes your bread nice and airy. So when you're happy with your dough, you pop it in an oiled bowl, covered with a sheet of cling film, and you're going to leave that until it's doubled in size. When the dough's good to go, stretch it out into a rectangle and a lightly floured surface. So when you're happy with that, it's time to add your ingredients. I'm going for red onion and Gruyere. Feel free to use whatever you fancy. So I've cooked these onions off in a pan until they're nice and soft. Now you want to cut the whole thing into strips. Make sure you go right through. Now with the dough cut, it's time to mash all the strips together. And chop it again. You can't really do this wrong. Basically, you're just mashing up a loaf of bread. Feel free to poke the ingredients into any crevices you see. When you're happy with that, you want to transfer it to a flour baking tray and cover again for another 20 minutes. That goes in the oven at 180 fan for 30 to 35 minutes. So there we go. Pretty easy to make, a total crowd pleaser, cheesy tear and share bread. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy making it. Don't forget to subscribe to Matt Riley Bakes.